What's good with it, do YouTube? You know it's your boy Don coming back to you with another episode of the Greenhouse Effect. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about a quote that really been on my mind. I've been listening to some podcasts, watching some YouTube videos, talking about execution, and then this quote just like popped up in my mind. So the quote is execute your actions, not yourself. And what I mean by that is that you should be a person of your word. You should be genuine. If you say something, you should act on it. You know, and if you say something and you don't act on it, then you execute yourself. Execute and that phrase and that quote, they mean two different things. You execute your actions, as in like you complete your actions, you do what you say you're going to do. But if you don't do that, then you execute yourself, as in like you hang yourself, you kill the image that people have of you. That gets killed, that gets damaged. So execute your actions, not yourself. If I say that I want to go to the gym, I got two choices. I can either execute my actions on myself. I could go to the gym and execute on my actions, even if it's only 5 minutes in the gym, 10 minutes in the gym, that's fine. Any progress gonna still be progress. Or I could be the person that execute myself. I say go, I say go, I say go, but I don't ever really go. And now I'm the person that I just be talking. You know, people look at me and be like, wait, that's not me, we just be talking. He ain't on nothing serious. I execute myself. I executing the image that people have of myself. I executing the trustworthiness within my word. And you know, your word is all you get. People only could move off your word. Your word is the most sacred thing you can give to somebody, because your word should be law. What you say should be law. If you say you want to do something, you should stand on it. Real talk. Your actions comes from your word. So your word, that's sacred. If I give you my word on something, I give you a promise on something, right? That promise should never be broken, right? And that's something that it took me, it took me a long time to grasp. Like, I didn't realize that I was just saying things, and I wasn't doing things, you know. I didn't realize that I would tell someone, oh, babe, about to go to the store today, and then I would get lazy and I just lay down or whatever, and I ain't going to the store. I didn't see that as, me just executing my action. If I tell someone again, all right, I can come by your place today, we can chill out, we can play game, whatever, and then my social value just dead, and I canceling on that. I killing my trustworthiness in my word, and I never saw it from that perspective. Um, Back then, even recently, just like a few months ago, it's still a new concept to me. So definitely always stand by what you say. And that ain't to say like your mood can't change or you can't change your mind about something. But if you do, let people know. If you did make plans to somebody, let them know you change your mind. But at the same time, don't do it too often. Don't do it every time. Don't say, okay, this person can understand if they can't come and then make it a habit. Always push to do what you say you're going to do. Don't remain stagnant. Move. If you say you're going to exercise today, then exercise. It ain't got to be the gym. Something as simple as just going on a 15-minute walk. If you say you can try to eat more balanced, then what you eating the junk food for? How you trying to eat balance to improve your health? You trying to eat balance to achieve your weight goal? You trying to eat balance to just see how they're gonna increase or improve your overall quality of life? You just want to try it out or whatever. Then why you getting cheat days? Why you giving yourself cheat days on the first week, and then cheat days more than one times for the week? Or you ain't really eating balance, or you ain't get the time for it, you ain't get the this for it. Why you doing it? Why you doing it? You know if you want the time for it or not, because you know your situation. You know if you in school, if you working, how your schedule is go. When you plan it out in your head and you say it the first time, you know that there's something that you could achieve. That's why you say it. That's why you say it the first time. So why you ain't executing? Why you ain't executing your actions? You executing yourself. Why? And it's definitely something that's easier said than done. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of consistency. You know, some days you wake up out of bed and you don't even feel like moving, boy. You don't feel like moving at all. You don't feel like going to class. You don't feel like going to work. You don't feel like getting out the shower. You don't feel like getting on that 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. walk. You don't feel like doing nothing. You don't feel like moving. But guess what? You already tell yourself you could do it, right? And if you can't even be consistent to yourself, if you lying to yourself, if you can't even execute the promises that you tell yourself, how you can do it with other people? How you can do it with somebody else? It just don't work. At that point, you won't even be trustworthy with yourself. So how you gonna be trustworthy with somebody else? How you gonna expect somebody to trust you and follow in your word, right? And I think a big part of friendships and relationships, a big part of interactions with other people, a big part of like just things overall in life stems from that image of yourself. Stems from how much of your word you actually put into actions. How much that you say that you're gonna do, you actually do. And it's something that I'm learning, it's something that I'm working on, something that I think y'all should work on. Whoever watching this video, be a person that don't just talk, they do. You ain't even gotta. I know people saying, "Oh, what's the phrase? Gangsters move in silence," or people move in silence and let their actions speak or whatever. You don't really gotta do that if you don't want to do that. You could say what you want to do. You can let somebody know what your plan is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as long as you're doing it, if you let somebody know what your plan is, you better do it. Because all you're doing is set an expectation for yourself. And then if you don't achieve that expectation, then well, you sacrificing your image, you executing yourself. And even if you moving in silence, guess what? You are telling yourself you can do it. You telling yourself you can do it. So do it. You ain't even have to do it, babe. It's a consistency thing, babe. If you say you're going to the gym, go to the gym, babe. Even if you ain't feeling it, babe. Even if you just go there, walk on the treadmill, push 2 weight and slide out. You only in there for 15 minutes. Guess what? You still going. You still going. It may look like you ain't doing no work, but you do plenty, babe. Plenty, babe. Not that much physical, but mentally you make yourself going in the gym, babe. And you ain't know what could happen. You could end up meeting someone and get a whole workout in that you didn't think you could do because you wasn't feeling it. You may end up walking in there and just saying, but I ain't gonna lie in here. You make the most of it. Or you could, go on the treadmill, only push 2 weights and leave. That's fine too. The important thing is that you get up and you're gone. The important thing is that you execute your action. You won't execute yourself. If you say you can go walk and you get outside and you go to walk and it's just hot, you just can't do it. You forget to bring water on you and all that, but that's fine. Walk 5 minutes. 5 minutes in that condition can go a long way. Because what you're doing is you programming your mind, babe, to say, all right, I ain't want to do this right now, but guess what? I still doing it. You know why? Because I say you can do it. You're programming your mind, but that's a habit that you're building. You ain't executing yourself. You ain't someone who just is talk. So when you go to tell somebody you're going to walk, you're going for a walk, you're going to the gym, you ain't got to say, oh, but I ain't even going trade. You ain't no air bike, babe. You ain't just talking, babe. You could say, babe, I going. It's only 5 minutes, but I still going. I didn't saying, but I didn't feel like going, but I still get up and went. It's way more impressive. It's way more image building. It's way more like mentally building than saying, man, I ain't gonna lie, it was too hard. I really wasn't feeling it. I wasn't having a good day, this and that. Throwing excuses out there, babe. It's easy to throw excuses. It's easy to say, but I ain't gonna lie, right now, I am Dallas. I mean, not Dallas, right now I am Atlanta. I gotta drive back soon. I ain't really feel like recording right now. I'm a little tired. It's easy to say that. Guess what I get on this camera and I record anyway, but because a couple of years ago when I started posting YouTube, I always was saying, oh, I can be consistent. I can post videos and stuff. And when life started hitting, when other things started coming around, I wasn't being consistent. And you know what happened? People stopped watching. People started following me, you know. And then like I thought for followers dying the thing, but it's just that people lose faith in my word. I execute myself because I was talking and I wasn't executing it. So now I executing. Sometimes it take you having to go through a rough experience, a bad experience for you to be able to do that. And then after you then execute yourself, right? After you then get known as an airbag or whatever the case may be, it ain't too late to still try. It ain't too late to still start executing. It's never too late to start executing your actions. It's never too late to start improving. Never, ever. As long as you draw a breath, it's never too late. Real talk. No. Keep going. Execute again and again and again and again. Even by me, even if I gotta come in here and do like a 5-minute video, even if I gotta come up here and do like a 3-minute video and say, but I ain't gonna lie, I just ain't really feeling it, but I come in here and I recording anyway. Yeah, babe. Because we should all strive to be men and women of our words. We should all strive to be people that can hold ourselves accountable. We should all strive to execute our actions and not ourselves. But that's all I came on here today to say. So make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know how y'all feel about these videos. Let me know what other topics you want to hear me speak on. Let me know. Give me some insight on what your opinions are too. You know. But without further ado, yo. Hold on, but y'all, I come back real quick. But I know I say it was gone, but something that just popped up in my head. Another quote, right? Which is, you gotta defeat yourself for yourself. That ties in with executing your actions, because when you feel like you ain't want to do something, when you feel like you ain't in the mood, you gotta defeat that version of yourself. This present lazy person that's an habit in your mind. This present, oh babe, I ain't want to do nothing else. When lay in bed all day, I ain't in the mood. This present, babe, I'm mad right now. I don't want to accomplish none of these things. I tell myself, that present state you in, defeat that, babe. Defeat that. You gotta defeat that. You gotta defeat that mindset. Defeat yourself for your future self. Your future self can appreciate you going in that gym. Even though you upset, even though you mad, even though you ain't in the mood right now, your future self can appreciate that, right? Real talk, your future self can appreciate that you ain't cheat on that journey just now of your you eating healthy, you eating balanced. Your future self could appreciate that. Your future self could appreciate that you do what you say you was gonna do. Defeat yourself, babe, for yourself. Real talk. You might even realize that once you actually start doing what you say you can do, you feel better. You ain't really feel like you was feeling earlier. Your mind off it now. You on a different task or whatever. You ain't know, but if you stay there in that space, it could lead on to the rest of your day. It could ruin the rest of your day. You can not be in the mood for the rest of the day. You ain't putting yourself in a different environment. You ain't putting yourself in a different space. You ain't really, going out there and doing more. So defeat that mindset, babe. Defeat yourself, babe. You should be able to always stand on your word and build these practices so You could put people onto these practices. You know, you could put you because don't tell nobody to do something you ain't doing. You know, I ain't gonna tell you to do nothing I ain't doing. These things they coming on here talking to you all about. These things that either currently then going through, things that either already went through or currently going through. You know, so don't tell people to do things you ain't gonna do, but at the same time, hey, you know, build these practices and these habits for yourself. Your future self could thank you. Even later down the line, when you get kids and stuff like that, you could teach them these practices, these habits, these mindsets, so they ain't even gotta get back in them down deep, hard situations that you was in. You know, they could build this mindset from rep off rep, and you know they could deal with situations differently, more effectively, better, more healthy. They ain't gotta go through all the toxicity or all the pain and all that other stuff. I mean, of course, they still can go through their own struggles and stuff, but you can be able to tell them better. You know. There's one person I was watching on YouTube. He say something that stood out to me on the same topic related to like saying some talking to your kids. He was like, wait, it's easier and better, it sounds better to you and them to say, hey, I gave it my all, than to say you should give it your all because I didn't get a chance to. That stand out to me, boy. That stand out to me. Like not just in the situation of talking to my kids, but talking to myself. Like, but at the end of the day, you could tell yourself, boy, you give it your all today, boy. You wasn't feeling it, but you gone to the gym anyway, boy. As opposed to telling yourself, I ain't gonna lie, babe, just can go tomorrow. I wasn't feeling it today, man. That's straight. You didn't set yourself up with the excuse for the next day. You know, at that point, your consistency didn't break. You tell yourself you was going in the gym, that didn't break because you didn't give yourself an excuse. You weren't even executing your actions for the next day no more because it's a possibility that you can come with the excuse again. Be out for real this time. Alright, we can link you up.
Baby, I'm the realest, let that hop up on your same. So please look it, don't take me for no lame. I know it's his intensity, deal a nigga from the island, but don't fall under pressure, I promise I'll keep you smiling.